Reassembly of the rotating element. See Figure 1 of Bulletin Number 485-1938 for callouts. Coat the shaft lightly with oil. Place impeller key in shaft keyway. Align impeller on shaft and install with an arbor press or brass tubular sleeve and hammer. Guard against bending shaft. When assembled, the impeller vanes must rotate in the proper direction, and impeller hub must be centered on shaft journal. Use this illustration for vane position and proper rotation. Coat shaft sleeve O-rings with oil and install in shaft sleeves. Install shaft sleeve set screws in shaft sleeves. Assemble shaft sleeves to the shaft and hand tighten against the impeller. Do not tighten shaft sleeve set screws. Install the stuffing box bushings. Install the mechanical seal. Sealing of the pump liquid cavity shall be with a face-tight mechanical seal with nye-resist stationary seat, carbon sealing washer, rubber flexible members, stainless steel metal parts, and spring. Seal to be rated for 225 degrees Fahrenheit, 107 Celsius at 150 pounds per square inch gauge, 1034 bar maximum. Seal shall be mounted over bronze shaft sleeves. Install casing rings on impeller. See Figure 1 of Bulletin Number 485-1938 for more information. Place inboard deflectors on shaft. If previously removed, install bearing housing seals into housings. Press housing bearing seal assemblies on shaft to seat bearings against shaft shoulders. Install bearing retaining ring in groove against the outboard bearing. Install gaskets onto bearing covers. Use factory supplied parts or cut replacement gaskets from 1/16 inch number 444 velumoid. See Figure 1 of Bulletin Number 485-1938 for more information. Exception: for all models using 3306 size outboard bearing, gasket is 1/32 inch thick. Now attach inboard and outboard bearing covers. In the assembled position, the grease drain tap must be located at bottom in a horizontal plane. Install outboard deflector and coupling key. You will need to assemble the coupling half on the shaft and tighten the set screws. Use factory supplied casing gasket or use the upper casing as a template to cut a casing gasket from 1/64 inch velumoid. See Figure 1 of Bulletin Number 485-1938 for more information. It is very important that specified material and thickness be used for casing gasket. Machined surfaces of both casings must be perfectly clean and free from burrs or nicks. Affix the new casing gasket to lower casing with mixture of graphite and oil. Use slings around the shaft near bearings to set rotating element into lower casing. Install the stuffing box bushings. Install the packing. The stuffing boxes shall hold a minimum of 5 rings of TFE packing. The bronze gland shall be split in 2 halves to facilitate removal for repacking. Gland bolts shall be of the swing type, made of steel with 18/8 stainless steel nuts. Insert 2 packing rings, a lantern ring if provided, and 3 packing rings. Insert each ring separately and stagger the joints of successive rings. Insert the packing glands and set the gland bolt nuts finger tight. Do not use a wrench. Rotate shaft by hand to check that it turns freely. Position the casing rings and both bearing housings so that all dowel pins engage in slots in the lower case split surface. Assemble both bearing caps per the match marks and tighten the cap screws. Adjust the shaft sleeve to center the impeller in the lower casing volute, assuring that the case rings are equally spaced on the impeller skirts. Tighten both shaft sleeves with a spanner wrench, then tighten shaft sleeve set screws to 1/30 pounds torque. Cover the top side of the casing gasket with a mixture of graphite and oil. Install the gland bolts. Carefully locate the upper casing on the lower, making certain the dowel pins engage. Install cap screws and tighten, working from the center of the casing to each end, to the torque values referenced in bulletin number 4851938. If any cap screws require replacement, use only parts with equal or greater tensile strength. Rotate shaft by hand to check that it turns freely. Push the stuffing box bushings to the rear of the stuffing boxes. Note: alignment must be performed in accordance with the standards of the Hydraulic Institute and the pump installation, operation, and maintenance instructions. Replace all drain plugs if removed during disassembly. Relubricate the bearings. Refer to the lubrication chart in bulletin number 4851938 for the proper amount of grease for ball bearings. Thank you for watching, and we trust that this will provide value for you in the future. If you should have any questions regarding what you've just seen, we encourage you to contact your local Peerless distributor, representative, or regional office. For added assistance, Peerless has Quick Response Centers, QRCs, strategically located throughout North America, and Regional Competency Centers located around the world.